guys, Muledog Gaming here with another Destiny Taken King video, and today we're going to look at the new weekly update that was just updated, 8/27/2015, which is today. This week at Bungie, we led a mission against the Cabal inside the Dreadnought. That Lufield fortress is ours to conquer. We can't have a spacefaring professional military unit messing up the joint, or the rest of our solar system for that matter, so we went inside there and kicked some ass. As always, we let the community lead the way. For this mission, Mr. Fruit was on point. Any seasoned guardian who knows that strikes are cooperative encounters designed for 3 people. For this reveal, we brought a couple 100,000 along for the ride. If you were one of them, thanks for watching. If you were not, we captured the event and force-fed it to YouTube. Poor YouTube. Anyways, you'll have the chance to play this new strike, which is the Shield Brothers. As you can see here, here's the reveal archive. I also have it on my channel to spread the word, along with many other missions in a few short weeks, which I'll be playing PlayStation within those few short weeks. So, if you can find me on PlayStation, it's Muledog19. So, if you want to do raids with me, I already did Crota's End Hard, so I'll be doing I want to be willing to do Vault of Glass and all that, but I'm not going to go into detail about that. So, just find me on PlayStation. Again, it's Muledog19. Be willing to do anything. This won't be the last reveal. Between now and then, next up, Laced Up Lauren will join us in the Court of Oryx. Same Twitch time, same Twitch channel. So it's Bungie's channel, 2 o'clock Eastern time, I think it was. But I think it's something in Pacific time. I think it's 11 a.m. Pacific time. And then there's this, hot off the presses. So while you wait for our next broadcast, you can set your destination for your local newsstand to read more about what awaits us in Saturn's rings. Edge magazine has the inside scoop. See the Taken King through their eyes. So you can go ahead and follow their Twitter page right here. You can also find this. I don't know where you can find these, but escalation. Let's move on to that. Once you've completed the new story campaign, a whole new suite of endgame activities will beckon. That's where strikes get even more challenging. When you seek context for the Destiny endgame, look no further than the creative director for the Taken King, also known as the guy who led the construction of your spire in the Vault of Glass. Luke Smith says, in our Strike the Dreadnought reveal earlier this week, we showed some and told some about how we wanted strikes to move forward into year 2. Hold on, let me take a breath here. Alright, strike replayability is augmented by variability, bosses with more interesting combat phases and less vitality, strike-specific rewards, for example, armor drops that look like trophies from the strike boss. So you can only get this weird-looking helmet from this strike boss. And another example, weapons that only drop from certain strikes. So there'll be weapons that are exclusive to like the Shield Brothers strike. So if you got like this pulse rifle or hand cannon or whatever you got from the Shield Brothers strike, you can just tell people that you got these weapons from them. But those aren't the only changes coming to strikes. We've also looked at the programming strike playlist and made some changes there too. And I read this before. These are actually really good. So, for the Nightfall, our desired Nightfall experience is the weekly ritual where you get together with your friends for a test of thumb skill and allow players to optimize for gear. Burn skulls motivate weapon rotation, and now the burn resist talents found on chest pieces will rotate armor. So, you're going to need to equip some armor, whatever you got, to match the burn skulls. So, the death penalty of being kicked to orbit often leads to players being forced to play too safe, rather than running around the world as a monster-killing machine going Allahu Akbar all over the place. And also dying within the process. That's what I sort of like to do in some of my Nightfall videos if you haven't seen them. I usually like to charge in there and start killing everything just to clear space for everyone else. So I like being a tanky kind of person, but usually that leads me to death. So don't be like me. Don't be a tank unless you know what you're doing. Another thing we didn't like about the Year 1 Nightfall was how players could feel forced to play Nightfall as early as possible in the week to maximize the benefit from the Nightfall buff. Another reason is for a video, for a YouTuber like me. So we've shelved that buff until we can reform it into something closer to its original intent. A mark of prestige for having achieved something challenging. We've adjusted sources of XP and reputation up to account for its absence. Now requires level 40, so you need to be max level to play this. Wiping no longer returns fire teams to orbit, so the Nightfall modifier is getting nerfed. And Instead, it now uses a 30-second timeout penalty for death, same as VOG and Crota Zen normal. So it kind of acts like a raid. This is like a raid mechanism being added here. Weekly Heroic Strikes. We removed a dedicated Weekly Heroic Strike from the game this fall. In its place, we've added a new playlist, the Vanguard Heroic Playlist. Each week, players receive bonus legendary marks from the Weekly Heroic Playlist. These awards are received at the same account level rather than the character level, as was in the case with Year 1 Weekly Heroic Rewards. So, I don't know, but if you are like a level 39, the strikes will be 39. I don't know how that works, but I'm just guessing. We made this change to enable players to focus on a single character more, or feel less pressure to gear 3 characters at once for legendary marks. So, requires level 40, remove the Weekly Heroic Strikes. Instead, accounts receive legendary marks for completing the first 3 weekly strikes. Remove the weekly cap on how many legendary marks can be earned, so you can earn as much as you want. Guarantee a legendary engram drop from a character's first clear of a Weekly Heroic Strike. So, each week, you're guaranteed a legendary from a Weekly Heroic Strike. So, when you play that playlist, there you go. Get a free legendary along with your little marks. And weekly PvP ritual. There's going to be a new weekly PvP added for you PvP fanatics. So, Nightfall was built as a ritual experience for groups of 3 players in PvE. In Year 1, we didn't have a good weekly ritual experience for PvP players. Once players had completed the PvP intro chain on Lord Shaxx, they receive access to the weekly PvP quests on Lord Shaxx and the PvP Quartermaster. Each week, Lord Shaxx has a bounty called the True Meaning of War. Completing this bounty each week, which requires completing the PvP weeklies, grants players Nightfall tier rewards. So this is kind of like the Nightfall for PvP players. So you complete this, you get a chance of getting an exotic and whatnot, get some crap like strange coins and all that other stuff that I usually get nowadays. So, daily heroic and PvP changes. So, let me just take a breath here. Whew. It's important to tell us that Destiny remain compatible with real life. Playing multiple characters could sometimes feel like a job or a chore. The daily heroic and daily PvP often felt that way, so we increased their rewards and made them an account completion. We want players to choose which characters they want to play on and earn legendary marks on. So I mostly play on my Warlock and Titan, so they'll be doing all the stuff for my Hunter. Did we mention that you'll need to confront the immediate threat first? Oryx lies between you and these challenges. You'll need to survive his wrath to partake in a new endgame. So they're basically referring to the whole Taken King story, actually, actually defeating him for the first time in the last story mission, which we don't even know what it is. So obviously I'm not going to reveal that because spoiler alert. And here we have exposure. PAX is upon us, and Seattle has become overrun with gamers. We know there are Guardians among them. We have plans to... Okay, you know what? Let's just skip that. When the Taken King arrives, he'll shake the foundations of our shared world. You'll want Destiny player support at the ready to answer questions and address issues. Fortunately, they are ready to serve. DPS says, Update 2.0 marks the beginning of Destiny Year 2. We want to make sure you're prepared when it drops, so Destiny player support is doing the most to ensure you know your foe. All Destiny players will be required to download and apply the update to continue playing, even if they do not purchase Destiny: The Taken King. Below are some of the big items to help you fully prepare for the update on September 8th, 2015. Make sure you set on hard drive space. If you're playing Destiny on PS4 or Xbox One, make sure that you got enough storage space clear. You'll need around 18 gigabytes free for the required update. To make sure you're ready to play as soon as possible, consider turning on the automatic downloading of game updates on your console. Remember that downloads may incur bandwidth changes from your internet provider. Consult your provider. For more details on these platform features, here's a link for PlayStation 4 owners, and here's one for Xbox One. So I own both consoles, so I'll look at those real quick. And also getting a... I don't know, like an external hard drive with like a terabyte or so on my PlayStation. So just to make sure I have 1 terabyte space on there. If you're playing Destiny on PlayStation 3 or Xbox 360, make sure that you got enough storage space clear. Xbox 360 owners, you'll need around 10 gigabytes free for the required update. PlayStation 3 owners, you'll need closer to 20 gigabytes free for the required update during download and installation. Once install is complete, you'll need around 10 gigabytes free. If you're one of the limited number of players playing Destiny on a 20GB PS3 or a 20GB Xbox 360 and have not already upgraded your storage space, you will run into storage limitations on your console when you attempt to install the update. Here are steps you could take to continue playing Destiny. Upgrade your available storage within the currently available storage solutions. So there's a link for PlayStation 3 and there's a link for Xbox 360. So upgrade your console. Your Destiny character's gear and progress will currently transfer if you upgrade either from PS3 to PS4 or from XB 360 to XB One. Cross-family data transfer, example PS3 to Xbox One, Xbox 360 to PS4, is not supported, obviously, because they're two different companies and two different consoles. How many times do we have to say it? Contact Activision customer support at this link right here. If you are validated as an existing and active Destiny player on one of the 20GB consoles as of September 15th, and you submit your validation requirements to us no later than December 31st, we will assist you in finding the right solution for your console storage space. All the above information can be found on the following help page. Bookmark the help form, friends. We're always one click away. So, there's a few videos here. Let's just skip that onto the other good parts. Oh, hello, John Cena. So anyways, final programming note, just after E3, we announced a $20 upgrade that will provide the option for Year 1 Guardians to pick up the emotes and class items from the Digital Collector's Edition. That offering will be available in your console marketplace or store at Taken King's launch on September 15th. To those of you who had already purchased the Digital Collector's Edition prior to that announcement, we promised that we'd have some additional information for you. If you purchased the existing Collector's Edition, you already own Destiny and Bolt expansion packs, we'll have some additional information for you soon. We haven't forgotten about you. We know who you are. We've kept a list. We've also identified what we are going to give you for your awesome early purchase. Unfortunately, it's stuff that won't be available immediately at launch. The use of word stuff here is regrettably vague, but we think you'll be pretty excited once you learn the details. We'll deliver those details as soon as humanly possible. Thanks again for being patient. There will be plenty more to say about the Taken King before Commander Zavala dispatches you to investigate a Cabal distress call. We're only a few short weeks away from the Taken King, which I'll be playing PlayStation within those short weeks. So, if you want to add me on PlayStation, my PSN is MuleDog19. I'll be willing to do Nightfall, actually. Raids, I did Crozan already. And I'll be willing to do whatever you guys want to do. So we're only a few short weeks away from the Taken King, and those weeks will be filled with surprises while you wait for them. Remember, you have 10 days to complete your moments of triumph. See you around the internet, maybe even beyond. Deej out. So I do have 10 days left to complete my triumph. All I need to do is you know, I need to complete some more public events if you guys want to help me with those. For whoever who farms public events. I need to kill Skullass, which won't happen in a few days because I'm a 32. But if you do really want to carry a level 32, which I doubt you guys might not want to do, but if you're crazy enough to carry a level 32, be my guest. So, and I also need to kill Atheon on hard mode. So if you guys want to do that, we can do that right now as we speak. So, if you guys liked the video, please leave a like, comment, and share the video. And if you're new to the channel, please be sure to subscribe. And I will see you later with more videos to come.